But I Am Evil by TheNextGamer. Chapter 3. I Just Left. With 1,751 words. So bored, I groaned. After subjecting Sunbutt to advanced counter-interrogation torture, one of her guards busted into the room. Said he had some kind of urgent news or something for her. So I was left all alone for a while. Nothing else in this empty room except me, my chains, and this jail cell. Wait, I just realized. I'm in an empty room with nothing but me and my jail cell. Where the fuck are the clock noises coming from? In the town of Ponyville, it was a peaceful day. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, random robot creatures were appearing out of thin air, the ponies were running around town screaming. Everything was completely normal for Ponyville. Meanwhile, a few robots stood around in the middle of town, forming up in an organized fashion, occasionally joined by others. They were all kind of standing there, observing the many berserk ponies running around. One robot in a yellow body and white construction hat commented, "This is a very eccentric place," in his robotic voice. Next to him, a robot with a red body and military helmet replied, Yes it is," in a similar robotic voice. Not knowing what to do without their somewhat beloved leader to guide them, they did nothing except stand there. It was silent, disregarding the screams of the ponies running around in terror, but otherwise silent. We're not gonna survive this place, are we? Nope. Kinda uncharacteristic for the robots to act unrobot-like, don't you think? Well, that's because Connery programmed his robots to have free will. How the hell did he program robots to have free will, you may ask? Milk. He would reply, "What?" You may respond to that. "What?" He would respond back, "God damn it, stop trying to kill me, you crazy horse." A faraway blue robot yelled, running away from a flying blue Pegasus with a rainbow mane. "You alien robots ain't so tough. Come back here. I'm gonna kick the bolts out of you," she yelled in return, flying past while leaving a trail of a rainbow. Oh god, my leg. That medical bot is getting his ass kicked by a rainbow pony. Huh, gay. Shouldn't we help? The yellow bot asked. The red one just stared at the yellow one for a moment. Why? Okay, yeah, good point. Yep, just another normal day in Ponyville. After Celestia left the strange being alone in his cell, she had reports from her guards that mechanical creatures were appearing out of nowhere within various parts of Equestria. Some that appeared in Canterlot were quickly captured and sent to the castle, now laid before Celestia to observe. Although their bodies seemed similar to the one who called himself Connery Not Evil Guy, there were obvious differences. While the one she just interrogated was organic in appearance, the things in front of her looked anything but. They also seemed to differentiate by their color schemes and symbols on their chest. Red ones wore a red camouflage-colored military helmet and had a symbol of a white circle with a shield on top. The yellow ones wore a white construction helmet and instead of a shield had a symbol of a yellow hammer. Lastly, the blue ones wore a stereotypical physician's head mirror and the symbol of a blue cross. She had wanted to question these creatures in hopes of getting information of what or who they were, since her attempts with the other one left her with a migraine. But questioning failed with them too, as they seemed to only respond in this unrecognizable language. "I don't speak horse, sorry about that." Celestia was certain that questions to the existence of these new mysterious species could only be answered by this Connery Not Evil Guy, so she intended to walk straight up to him and demand answers. No more games, and no more foolish babbling. She was also sure that this new being had ill intentions planned for her and her little ponies. Seriously, did he really expect Celestia to believe that ridiculous name was his real one, Not Evil Guy? Did he expect her to be as naive as a little filly? She'd show him as to why he should never underestimate her. Having thought that, when she arrived back at his cell, she was not expecting to see an open and empty cage. Surprised, she quickly trotted up to the cell gate and noticed a sticky note attached to the gate. She levitated up to read it. "Bored and hungry. BRB, K thanks, bye. Connery Not Evil Guy. P.S. Found the clock. Gonna keep it." Guards! Not a second later, several armed guards rushed to her call. "What's wrong, Your Majesty? Is there trouble?" one of them asked. "The prisoner. He escaped his cell. He left behind this note," she said with urgency. One of the guards stepped up and read the note. He then gasped and yelled with great astonishment, "He found the clock!" Then, outcry. What? Impossible! How did he do it? What sorcery is this? Outrageous! Slasher just stood there and face-hoofed. Okay, I've been walking around for past 10 minutes now and can't find a goddamn ice cream parlor in this place. What the hell kind of castle is this if it doesn't have a goddamn ice cream parlor? Where the fuck is the kids section? So I was able to escape my prison and walked out with a very nice looking clock as a souvenir. Now I was currently trying to find an ice cream parlor in this place if I hadn't made that clear enough. After that, I should find a way to escape, or at least gain a source of information to learn more about this alien world. What little facts I know so far was that the aliens are ponies, they have a monarchy, and they didn't have frickin' ice cream parlors in their castles. What's this? Story development, I hope, because I am so bored right now, I said excitingly. I pulled out a ridiculously large radar with an oversized satellite attached to it from my back pocket. No, don't ask me how it fits inside, it just does. Several minion units are detected nearby. Finally, something interesting is going to happen, I gleefully exclaimed. I threw the random plot device out a nearby window, which caused a cat to screech for some reason, and happily marched my way forward. Until the guards ran around the corner and surrounded me in a circle, that is. Halt! In the name of Equestria and Her Highness! One of them commanded. Now, I would normally feel threatened and intimidated, but... Come on, seriously? I was surrounded by cute pastel ponies. What threat could they possibly pose? So in response to their demands, I wittingly retorted, yeah? And why should I? To which they responded by pointing their very, very pointy spears at my face. To which I calmly replied with, you guys make a very convincing argument. Now I felt threatened and intimidated. We have located and cornered the escaped creature, Your Highness, one of the mooks said. I turned around to see more pointy spears behind me, and a horse princess glaring daggers at me. Ooh, seriously, if stairs could kill. How did you escape your confinement? She angrily asked me. What magic could you have used to escape so easily? I just left. I answered quietly. Well, that seemed to surprise her, because she stopped with her glare and instead just stared at me stupefied. You just left? I nodded. But the prison cage was highly secured by advanced enchantment spells from ancient wizard scholars of the past. How did you bypass all those spells? I don't know. I just left. I answered again, uncertainly. She stuttered incoherently for a moment, wrapping her mind around the fact that I easily escaped her magical prison cell by just walking out, completely ignorant of the fact that I used my toolkit to bust out. After a while, she slowly face-hoofed again and sighed. No matter. You are coming with me. Wow, she sounded tired. I wonder why. Guards, please capture him and relocate him to a different cell, she ordered. Ah, balls. As the guards moved closer to capture me, I was trying my best to think of a way to escape my predicament. Come on, think. What can I do to get out of this? How the hell can I make a damn transportal gun when I'm drunk, and yet can't think of a damn escape plan when I'm sober? Okay. Magic? They do magical shit. She was talking about me having magic? Come on. Eureka! Ancient forbidden magic art technique! I suddenly screamed, going to a fake martial arts stance. That seemed to have caught their attention, as Celestia's people shrank in fear, which is weird how I could see that from this far away, and ordered, Get back! He's summoning some kind of forbidden spell! The guards quickly obeyed, jumped back, and went into a defensive stance. Perfect! I put my hands together near my utility belt, while looking like I was charging up an attack. Kamehame! They all flinched. Fuck this noise, I'm out of here, no jitsu! I threw a smoke grenade at my feet and ran away, Three Stooges style. As the smoke cleared, and the princess and all the guards ceased coughing, they all realized that I was gone. It appears that I just left.